What's up, gamers? It's Shu. I don't really know how to do intros yet, so I'm kind of just gonna say words. But other than that, I mean, it's video time, baby. So basically, what I'm doing here is just some little COD commentary videos where I just kind of talk about stuff. I'm probably gonna make a couple of these, just do them every now and then because they seem like fun. I'm not gonna put too much time into them in editing. I mean. Maybe just a few cuts and stuff. Maybe put some things on screen if I need to show you something. But yeah, I'm just gonna be playing some Call of Duty. Uh, I just recently had all my settings
Team
reset
deathmatch.
when I like loaded up the game trying to
Спецназ
record.
ГРУ. You have executed
So
the
if
rifle.
anything seems a little out of whack, that's how you know.
We're pulling ahead.
I hope the sound is good because it might be a little, ignore that. It might be a little too loud for you guys, actually. It's a little too loud for me. We're gonna do this. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, we're not good. That seems way too loud on the scale. Alright. There we go. Boom. Fixing things mid-video. Love it. Alright. Yeah, so earlier when I went to load up the game, it said like it basically made me like agree to the user manual again. Like I was just opening the game for the first time and it did like the adjust brightness and all that crap. And then I got it in all of my video and like controller settings, all that stuff was gone. And it's also like almost 1 a. Oh my god, it's almost 1 a.m. So I'm I'm not doing too good skill-wise. But hopefully, me being tired doesn't affect the quality of the video too much. Funny-wise. I doubt it will, but, there's not going to be much funny in a COD commentary. I feel like a lot of you guys that are like, wow, Shu voice so hot are going to like this. Because, it's basically just going to be like, I don't even know how long this is, but let's just say hypothetically 30 minutes of Shu voice, which is pretty epic. But yeah, these are, I don't know what's up with me and making content, because, like, I love doing it, but I also hate doing it, you know what I mean? Like, I'll want to do it, and then I just won't do it for, like, a month, and then I'll do it, and I'm like, wow, this is great, why haven't I been doing it? And then not do it for a month. Because, like, whilst I'm doing it, like, I'm loving it, but as soon as I stop and I have to start it again, that's when I hate it. And I also don't like doing things that that I can't get done in one sitting. So I don't really do like long videos. That one Akuma tutorial video I did, it took me like 20 hours of editing. And I really enjoyed that. And I didn't really mind coming back to it day by day to keep editing. But for some reason I just dread that kind of stuff. Even though I genuinely don't have a bad time doing it, I just can't get myself to start. Like with this, it was like 7 o'clock when I wanted to actually start recording, and now it's almost 1 a.m. That just really goes to show, uh, how my thought process works. And hopefully I can actually talk whilst gaming. But yeah, I guess first story. Today is actually the 31st, or no, it's not. Today, the Sunday, quote unquote, is the 31st. But it's not actually today. It's not actually Sunday. It's Saturday. It's 12 a.m. Saturday, basically. You know what I mean? So I actually went trick-or-treating by myself, which was a little weird, because, like, you just see this 6'3" dude walking around by himself getting candy. A lot of people are gonna question that. So yeah, I was just walking around. I found like this cloak, this black cloak that I put on, and I was like, wow, this kind of looks like a Sith. So I tried to find like a lightsaber in my house, and the only one we had was a purple one, like a custom one from Disney that my little brother made, Disney World or Land or whatever, whichever one's in Florida. And I took that out. And luckily, I just did it up and down my street because I didn't want to go anywhere. And like my little siblings and stuff, they went somewhere else for Halloween to trick or treat, obviously. Um, so okay, sorry about the cut. My little brother came in; he's being annoying. But what was I saying? Yeah, so I was trick-or-treating, walking around by myself in the dark, and I mean, I felt pretty cool. I felt pretty freaking cool. You know, I had this sick lightsaber. It was pretty crappy, but hey, you know, it's expensive to get a good-looking one, you know. Uh, but yeah, I had, you know, I was just cloaked up, walking around, and when I first walked out of my house, because like I said, I was just going up and down the street. Uh, this one kid, like there was a whole group, like a big family walking by my house, and this one kid looked at me and like he was just so confused by everything. And I think it was like his grandma was with him, and she's like, "Whoa, what's that guy? Who's it? What's he doing? You know, what's that guy? What's he doing? What's he up to?" She sounded, I swear, she sounded exactly like that. Like that's perfect. Um, oh, okay, well, game over. But yeah, he was like, he was so confused by my presence, you know, and I like started walking towards them because like they're in front of my house. I have to walk by them to start going to houses. And he just slowly, like, he turns his he never turned his back to me until I started walking away. He slowly like backtracks, walks backwards away from me whilst staring at me the whole time. I say whilst a lot. I don't know why. I never say that. But while he was like slowly backing up, he wouldn't let me get any closer to him. And like the whole family that was with them thought that was just absolutely hilarious. But you know, it was pretty funny. But I felt bad. I felt like I didn't want to like actually scare the kid or anything. So I just turned around and started walking the other way. And I walked up to like one house. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I walked up to this one house. Uh, and since you know, since it's my street, I knew the people there. And I don't have proper prescription right now. I'm trying to get new contacts, but they're taking forever. So I have like kind of bad eyesight right now with my crappy contacts. And I just see like a figure sitting on the bench holding a bowl of candy, and I totally 110% thought it was a statue. And I was like slowly walking up to it and you know, just like surveying the area type, you know. And 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 she looks me dead in the eye and goes, "Don't you want any candy?" And I didn't show it physically, but I jumped so hard. It scared the crap out of me. And then I walked up to grab some candy. She's like, "Oh no, get from the bowl over there. That one's better." So I started walking over, and then her freaking little sister pops out from under a blanket on a rocking chair and screeches at me. And you know, I'm not a very startleable person. I was surprised that I got startled so much the first time. This time, I physically jumped. Like I looked like those, you know, the stereotype like movie trope where they like a girl sees a rat and she like jumps on the counter. Like that was me, but just in these people's front yard screaming at their little kid. She was like probably 14 max. Um, but like I did everything in my power to not just screech, and they thought it was so funny, and I was like, I hate you guys. So I grabbed candy and left. You know how it be. And then I kept walking up and down the street, and you know, there's a bunch of really nice old people on my street. Everyone's like 80 on my road for some reason. They're all old. So there's a bunch of nice old ladies and you know, cool grandpas handing out some good candy. And I was just telling them all, because they all know me. They all know everyone in my house that was out. So I just told them all, I was like, yeah, I'm just getting some extra candy for the siblings while they're out, you know, trick-or-treating somewhere else. I'm going to surprise them, which was half true. I'm going to share. But most of it was for me, 100%. I just wanted candy, you know. And this one lady was like, oh my god, she was so sweet. She made like specifically tailored packages of candy for everyone in my house, for me, my little brother and sister, and then my baby brother. She gave us like one of those like baby puffs things. And I was like, oh, she's so sweet. But like I stood there talking, you know, I was just exercising my newfound adult mindset. Apparently, I don't even know what I'm saying right there. Basically, what I'm saying is I turn 18 in like a week. But you know, I was talking to her. I felt really adult. It was a very adult conversation, you know. And she was just talking about how like or no, I brought up how I haven't seen her since last Halloween. And then somehow we got on the subject of like her in-laws moving in, right? And then she was like, yeah, my father-in-law died 2 months ago. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she's like, yeah, it's one of the ambulances you saw. There was 1 week where there was like 3 ambulances up and down my road, like on 3 different days. So found out somebody died on my road 2 months ago. That's cool. Didn't know that in the moment, but I didn't mind it. It was sweet, you know. She was talking to me, and she's a nice lady. She worked with my grandma at one point, so she knows us all personally, and she made all those, you know, personal things. But I did not know what to say to that. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, like, what do you say when someone tells you that like somebody close to them just recently died? Like, what do you do? I just kind of I don't know. Like I hope I didn't look uncomfortable, but I felt uncomfortable, but not in a bad way. Like, I wasn't like, I need to get out of here uncomfortable. I was like, I don't want to upset her uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So I took all that stuff. And then my freaking little sister pulls up in the back of my aunt's car and yells at me. I was like, what's up, dude? I was so confused hearing her voice because I didn't know she was gonna be on the road. Yeah, because she was standing at my aunt's house. She got my freaking aunt, all right, to hop in her car and drive her to every house. So my aunt was chauffeuring my little sister, my little 9-year-old, 10-year-old sister, around to every single house to get candy, and she was loaded. I'm telling you, she won at Halloween. She figured it out. She broke the code. She understood the assignment, you know? And I felt bad because she hit all the other houses that I went by and said, oh yeah, I don't know where my siblings are going somewhere else for Halloween. I'm getting them extra candy. She hit all of those houses, and let me remind you, everyone on this road knows us and recognizes us for the most part. So she definitely went to all the other houses, and they're like, you know, they're putting the pieces together. But I mean, I didn't get any problems for it. But yeah, so she was like, "Hey, hop in." I was like, "Nah, I just want to walk because I mean, you know, I need the exercise. I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. You know, not in the tall department. I mean, I am, but just more so, you know, in the round department." And I was like, "Nah, I need the exercise." And I was walking, and we got to the next house, and it was these 2 girls that are on my bus, and I walked up to them and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" They're like, "Oh, hey, hi, blah blah blah," and she goes indoor bowl, right? I think it was I think it was middle of like the trick or treat, like it wasn't even near the end, and she goes and grabs like a massive handful, like a huge handful of candy, and just puts it right in my bag. Like I gave her, I was like, "What? Why?" She's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Thank you. What?" And so I left them. I left. And my little sister hopped in the car, and they drove to the next house. And let me remind you, she's in a car, right? I'm walking. Every house, I got there like maybe a few seconds behind her, even though she was like in a car driving. I mean, she wasn't driving; she was in the car. And we got to the second to last house, and there's this old dude sitting on the porch, and I'm pretty sure he's like the grandfather of one of my like bus buddies, bus friends, because you know, like there's middle school, junior high, and high school on my bus. So of course I'm gonna like get along with everyone on it. I like to, you know, be nice to the little kids because all the seniors are always buttheads to all the little kids. So you know, he's younger than me. He's more so close to my brother's age, my little brother's age. And so yeah, basically I knew the people at this house were cool, but yeah, this guy's sitting on the porch. And you know, me and Eleanor come up. That's my little sister, Eleanor. And, you know, he starts talking to me, and he's the sweetest guy ever. Like, it felt like I was just talking to my grandfather, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you have those, like, grandfather talks where you just, like, talk about food and, like, where you got it from and recommend food. Like, that's a big thing between me and my grandfather because he really likes to cook. So I just call them, like, grandfather conversations. And he's like, yeah, I got these apples from the so-and-so orchard up the road. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, they're best darn apples I've ever had. They're super sweet. Here, have one. And, you know, I like apples. I have this thing where, like, I forget apples exist for a year, and once a year I rediscover apples and eat 6 in a night. Tonight was one of those nights. just because he reintroduced me to apples in my small brain. You know, I forgot they existed. And so he gave me this apple, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I love these things. I love these things. They're so good, man. I love these things. I just found them at the orchard. You know what I mean? I love these things." He didn't sound like that. I just have no idea how to sound like him because I already forgot what he sounded like. And he gave me like 3. He's like, "Here, take some extra. Take some extra." And I was talking to him. I was like, "So where'd you say you got him from?" I was like, "Wow, wow, that's awesome." You know, I was being super kind, super sweet, and so was he. And I was like, man, like I love my grandfather. I don't want to replace my grandfather, but I want this guy to be my grandfather also. I want 2 of them, because like this guy was awesome. You know, but I'd never trade my grandfather for anything. He makes me food. That makes me happy. That's really about it. Not literally, no, he's great. But yeah. Then we went to the last house, which was kind of, you know, it's not much of a climax. You know, we already kind of hit that. We're on the downward part, whatever that's called now. I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to English class. So yeah, we were going to the last house, and we couldn't tell if like they had candy or not because they were way out there, but they did have their lights on, so we decided to go check it out anyway. And they had like a bowl of candy on their porch, as per usual. You know, a lot of people did that. Not many people sat out with their candy. There's maybe like 4 out of the 10. And we got up there, not a single person has been there. As far as I could tell, not a single person touched that candy. Because it was the whole way at the end of the road, and then at the end of, like, a long driveway. But you could, like, see it from the road almost, you know? But nobody went down that way anyway. Because, like, that was, like, the outskirts of quote-unquote town, you know? And there's not much past that. So not many people went out that far, thinking there wouldn't be anything. So it was just this big bowl of candy, and I totally wanted to take a ton. But, you know, the good bones in me was like, nah, don't take many. So I took, like, 1 of each piece and, like, took an extra bag of Skittles or something. And I wish I could just go back. Maybe I'll go back later and see if they still haven't put it in and just take it all. No, I definitely won't do that. But yeah, there's my, my Halloween night. Did it all by myself. This is my last time trick-or-treating before being legally an adult, which is crazy. My birthday is, as of now, technically it's the 31st. As of now, like 9 or 10 days away. I think it's Tuesday next week. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna be 18 soon. That was my last year of Halloween as a child, you know. So I mean, I had fun. I'm kind of a loner as it is, you know. I don't really enjoy social interaction very often or very much, you know. So I had a good time. It was fun. I felt a little weird, you know. Felt a little awkward. But don't listen to the societal norms, you know. You can be whatever age and go trick or treating. It's not just for the kids, you know. It's for everyone. It's a happy time, you know. It's a good, fun, happy, smiley, happy time. You know how it be. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you like this, hit that like button. I'll definitely do more story times like this, or more just commentaries. This is more of like a story time, so I guess I'll kind of like title it that. I don't know. Maybe I'll make 2. I'll make a story time and then I'll make a commentary. But I mean, the only thing I'd do in commentaries is tell stories. So we'll just story time. That's it. Boom. It's not a commentary anymore. It's a story time. How about that? So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like this. Comment. Do what you gotta do. Send it to a friend. If this pops off, I mean, I'll try and do it more often. I definitely want to do it more. It was pretty fun to, you know, just tell a quick little story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, ignore the horrible gameplay. None of you saw any of that unless I was doing good. Peace.